Hi everyone, it's Vicky here, and I finally got my own craft space downstairs in the dining room now. So I have not got the craft room anymore, that is officially the nursery now. Yes, I've moved downstairs into my dining room area, and this is my little craft corner. And I am well chuffed with how it is. It's turned out exactly how I imagined. I wanted it a shabby chic corner, because my dining room is like the shabby chic colours and furnishings and all sorts. So I thought it would all tie in nicely. So we might get interrupted by the dog. So if you hear barking, he's actually sunbathing outside in the garden. Toby! Oh no, he's coming in and then he decided to go back out again. If he comes in, I'll put him on camera so you can see him. So let's get a close-up of my craft space. So here is my beautiful display of things that my friends have made me. Up here there's this cross stitch on the wall that my sister-in-law made me and my husband when we got married, and I used to do cross stitching a couple of years ago, and I actually made one of them, a me to you wedding, I don't know what they call them, cross stitch anyway, for my friend when she got married. And that is up there for the minute. I'm wanting a canvas up there that's a shabby chic theme that says Victoria's Craft Space on it. I would do it myself, but because of all these beautiful items that have been made, mine will not match up to them, because I've only just started and I'm not really confident, so it'll look a bit out of place. So if you do shabby chic items or know anybody that can do me a craft space sign in a shabby chic on a canvas, then let me know below and I'll contact you. Obviously I will pay for it, but I just really want one up there, and I want it to tie in with all this beautiful items. So I got this cabinet from IKEA, and I think it's a Kallax unit. I think that's how you say it. It's Kallax, and they come just as empty cubes and you fill it up with these canvas drawers, or you can have the Kallax doors, or the Kallax drawers, which are at the bottom here. So and I think for the cabinet and these 4 drawers here and the drawers at the bottom, it cost us about £95 altogether. The drawers are a pack of 2 for £17, and you can get doors, and I was going to leave these empty, but my husband said that he'd treat me to the 2 doors, so then all my machines and everything are hidden away, so it'll look a bit more tidier. So we're going to go to IKEA in 2 weeks when we go for another scan, so we're gonna pick them up. So we'll come back to the top here and I'll show you all these beautiful items. So first of all, I've got my guillotine up here because it doesn't fit in the cubes, and then I have a few items that my lovely friend Donna at Little Spaceman Papercraft here on YouTube has made me. So she made me this card here, this card here, this beautiful vintage candle, and then at the back we did a mini album swap, and that's the one that she made me. And when I was in my craft room, because everything was put away, there was nowhere for me to store these beautiful items, and I'm so glad that I've got the opportunity now to be able to have all the items that was made for me on display, because I didn't have them on display before because there was nowhere to put them. Then another lovely friend called Jane, she's Grumpy Old Crafter here on YouTube, and she did a competition and I won this Gorgeous Girls mini album from her, so that's stored up there. And then another lovely friend called Amanda, I think her YouTube channel is Scrimping Mommy or something like that, and she does shabby chic things, absolutely beautiful items. And we did a swap, and she made me this beautiful plaque, so that's up there. I'll just leave that there for a minute. And then she made me this book folding angel, and then she made me this tassel, and it's absolutely beautiful, and I hot glued it to my cabinet so I can have it hung up here. So I'll just zoom out and you can see. And then today I went to a shop called Store 21, and they sell some beautiful shabby chic items in there, and they had this tub in there, and it was £3 and it was 20% off, so I got it for £2.40. And I actually store all those washi tapes that I got in that haul the other day, so they're all in there. So that's just tucked up at the back here. It's quite difficult doing this one-handed. And then at the back here I've just got this big jar that stores all my ribbons and laces and all sorts like that. So we come to the first drawer, and in this drawer here it's just miscellaneous stuff. So it's got all packaging for sending parcels out, it's got envelopes in there, and things like that. Then in this one here is again miscellaneous stuff. So I've got a couple of cards here that I've made for people, a few mini albums. This is the frame that I've got to make for the prize that I've got to give away at the minute. Then that's the twin mini album that you all send in your pages to me that is unfinished. And there's a couple of pocket letters in there that you've all sent me. Then down here is all the prizes for the giveaway. And then underneath this basket is all Halloween stuff. So they're just stored in there. So I haven't got everything in this cabinet. There's a cupboard in the nursery that's storing all my fabric and my sewing machines that I don't really use that much. So everything in this cabinet is what I use all the time. So anything I don't use on a regular basis is just upstairs, tucked away. And I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but I'll point the phone out the window. Can you see my dog sunbathing? He's right next to this swing, just there, look. He makes me crack up so much. He loves sunbathing when the sun's out. He can sit there for hours. Oh dear. Right, anyway, back to this. So this is the third drawer, and this has got all my embellishments in, stickers, like flowers, all sorts. And then obviously this is that washi tape storage. It's got some of my other washi tape in there that are my favourite ones. And then I've got stickers here, and yeah, so it's basically all just embellishment drawer. And then I'm just going to move my trolley out of the way. Then in this drawer here is my very heavy drawer, And this has my 6x6 paper pads, A4 paper card, craft card, my Stampin' Up catalogue, a craft book that I have in there, and then my 12x12 papers, and a scrapbook album that my beautiful friend Donna had sent me. And I mentioned on Facebook yesterday that the Graphic 45 sticker sheet that was in the prize package for the giveaway is no longer in their prize anymore, because when I received it I was so annoyed. Half of the stickers had come off, so they were stuck all over the envelope and all over the other items that I'd ordered, and I tried putting them back on the sticker sheet and they just kept falling off. And as you can see, there you go, look, it's sticking. If I can lift it up, see the letter? They're all just sticking to other things, so I'm not happy about giving that away, so I'm just going to keep it for myself, and I will put something else in to replace that. So I'm sorry about that, guys, but I can't send it out like that, it's just stupid. And then down here I've got all my scraps of paper and some of the glues that I don't use very often in there as well. And then down here I have my big die cutting machine that I don't use that often. I only use that if I'm doing a lot of die cutting. Then I've got this jar here that's just got wooden shapes in there. Then in here I have all my sequins, buttons, glitter glues and things like that. In here are my embossing powders, sponges, and a few miscellaneous things there. Then in here is all my bling and flat back pearls and things like that, and spoo where did that come from? 2 spare drawer knobs for when I get the doors on here. And then in this one I have my cinch, and then I have this tray with all my metal embellishments in and things like that. My wheel memory keepers 1, 2, 3 punch board, my 12x12 scoreboard, and then my cutting mat, which I'm really annoyed because I was hoping that it would fit in there and it doesn't. So when I get the doors on here, this is going to have to go down the side of the cabinet. And then we come down to the drawers. Now, if you're wondering where I got these glass drawer knobs from, they are a pack of 4 for £2.99 from Home Bargains. So I got 2 packs of them. So I got 2 in there for when I get the doors, and the other 2 are on my glass cabinet in my front room. You can get different sizes. This is the smallest one. Then you get the medium, and then you get the big ones for the, for your doors. So they're really affordable. And my husband, he's a kitchen fitter for Dream Doors, and they have actually got some I can never say the word, Swarovski, I think it is. Yeah, they've actually got real Swarovski drawer knobs for when, if people want them for their kitchen. And my husband is going to ask his boss how much they are. And I dread to think how much they are, because obviously they're Swarovski. So they're going to be pretty expensive. But I know they might do a nice, they might be nice to me. So for the time being, I've just got these glass ones. And hopefully I can get some, real Swarovski ones eventually. But these are just as beautiful, and I thought these finished my cabinet off really nice. So in here I have all my ink pads, my Sharpie pens, and my business stamps. Then in this drawer is actually my project drawer, that if I'm working on a project, then I put everything in there. So at the minute I'm still working on Rihanna's Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse mini album. So it's mostly all that in there, so the card, paper, embellishments and things like that. And then in here, I've actually stored the pages for the mini album in here because I don't want to get these damaged. So they're just in there for the minute. Then in this drawer I have all my punches stored in there. So they can just sit on there. And then in the final drawer is all my stamps. So I've got all my clear stamps, some wooden stamps, my clear blocks, and a few dies that Donna sent me. And I love these, they're absolutely beautiful, love them. So let me get up and I'll show you my trolley. Okay, so this is the Razcock trolley from IKEA, which was $49.99. Rather expensive for what it is, but I've been saving up for that for months, so I'm so glad I got it. So in the top here I have this tray that I got from IKEA, and I just store all my tools in there that I use all the time, and a few sticky notes. Then I use all my, here is all my glues and my stamping mist and double-sided tape. Then in here it's just miscellaneous things, mostly my blades for my trimmer, and I'll just show you here. Where's the, and I've got the little drawer pulls stored in there so we don't lose them. So this is what the drawer pulls look like on those drawers down there when you get them. So I just store them in there. Then I've got this paint palette here, my pens, glue sticks, and my Wink Stella notepads, and my corner champer and my crocodile. And if you're wondering where these tins came from, Home Bargains, they were actually money boxes that had a lid on, so I just took the lid off and just used the jars. Then down here is my smaller Cuttlebug that I use all the time, my plates, and then all my dies in there. And then in the bottom tray is my paper trimmer, my scoreboard, and I've also got my stamping mist in there. And I really like this because I could just get all the, all the card and paper that I want to use, bring it to my table, and I can wheel my trolley to my table here and have it next to me, and then I can just wheel it back again. So I absolutely love that, and I'm enjoying being downstairs with my family. And I think Toby has come to say hello. Come say hello, Toby. Wait a minute then. You stay there. Stay. Stay, Toby. Excuse the floor, he's just been running in the garden. Toby, up here, Toby, up. Good boy. This is my Toby. He's crossed between a Cocker Spaniel and a Labrador. Aren't you? Hey, Toby. Hey, he's a good boy. Hey, he's a good boy. You're my friend, aren't you? When the girls and my husband go to work, he's my company for now. So yeah, so this is my craft space, and I hope you all like it. And you might notice there's a fire guard here. Well, we're kind of a bit like, we kind of trust the dog, but we kind of don't. Sometimes, depending on what mood he's in, he will grab anything and eat it. The last couple of times he's eaten socks and cost us thousands of pounds to have him operated, to have the socks removed. And I know there's not a lot of little stuff that he could reach. I know there's the top part here, but we don't want to risk it. So when I'm not using the corner, or when we go to bed, this fire guard we put in front of this, so then he can't grab anything. And obviously when I'm using the area, we just put it in out of sight, because obviously Toby's with me when I'm here. So yes, so we don't want him risking eating something and costing us thousands again. So anyway, this is my craft space from now on, so I'll be doing my filming on my dining room table, and I hope you like it. Again, if you know someone that can do me a canvas sign, then let me know. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.